Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Taboka. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. It's always nice to have you back. Please take a second to like the video, drop a comment below, probably drop a comment at the end when you've watched everything and you know what it's about. But as you can see from the title, I am starting a series on the story of the prodigal son. If you haven't heard of it, yay, that's a good time for you to learn about it. If you have, it's still a time for you to get a different perspective on the story, because we can read these things over and over and over again and it keeps changing. So I'm going to drop a video once a week and I will be progressing through the story each week. So for this week, this is going to be the longest one yet. I go from just 2 verses, so just 3 verses, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, and then I will give you my points on it and what I understand from it and the lessons that we can get from it. Please comment below at the end if you have different lessons that you have gotten from these 3 verses, and let's get chatting, let's get interactive. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this video.
Get out what you're putting in.
So this is from Luke 15 verse 11. Jesus continued, "There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, 'Father, give me my share of the estate.' So he divided his property between them. Not long after that, the youngest son got together all he had, set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living." Squandered it all. So he asked his dad for his inheritance, and what does he do with it? He moves out and then goes ahead and squanders it all. Okay, so the younger, I will read my notes and then we can discuss. I'll try to make this as interactive as possible, so I don't want to keep my head down. So the younger son asked for all that he owned and left with all of it. The funny part of this is while he lived with his father, he had what he took and so much more, don't you think? So everything that he took are things that he had access to. So he's living in his father's house. His father's a rich man. He has money, he has food, he has everything that he needs. He has all that wealth. But he takes part of that, which practically is less than what he had when he was living with his father. A portion of it, which of course we know is going to finish. And he had more of it. So wild living is nothing new and nothing good comes out of it. We all know about wild living. We've all been there. I have been there. It may not sound like I'm holier than thou. I've been through wild living. So we all know what that is. And that's exactly what this guy went to do. So he went and lived a very wild life. In the Father's house, we have everything we need and way more. The world out there often looks attractive, and the things in it seem to be better than what we have as Christians. So we take our share, often very little, of the wealth, eternal wealth that we have accumulated. So we take this little bit. We're in our Father's house, God's house. We live, if you're a Christian, you live in God's house. You have access to everything that He gives. He says, "I will give you life in abundance. I will give you this, that, that." You're living with all of that, all those blessings, and you decide, well, God, I don't want to live this life anymore. Let me just go and enjoy myself. Look at how fun it is out there. People are doing things that I can't do. It's so fun. They're enjoying their lives. No one tells them what to do. No one says you can't do this, you can't do that. It's fun out there. And then we take everything we have, which is not even everything that we can have, and we go and live. Okay, and we head into the world. In God's house, where we had all the protection, we had an overflowing supply of all these things. We go out there and everything runs out. because we don't have another supply. So imagine you're a bucket at the bottom of a tap, and the tap is open, that's God, and the water keeps filling in, and you say, ooh, my bucket is full, God. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna live on this bucket of water. But then you're using it, so the bucket is there and it's losing water. But then the tap that would fill it up so it gets full, God, is not there anymore. So what do you think happens to the water? It runs out. Then what? So we leave all that behind and head out there with none of that, or very little. So maybe the bucket is full, sometimes it's not even full. But because we have disconnected ourselves from the source, this too runs out eventually, and we see the world as it truly is, bare, dry, and empty. So then our water runs out because it's fun. I mean, we have all of this, it looks fun, we got all the money, and we're going spending, drinks on me, and we are the ones in charge because we have everything that we need, and then it runs out. So you're now there at the table, drinks on who? And nobody's supplying the drinks that you were supplying for them. And no one's hosting the parties that you were hosting. No one's inviting you to the parties that you were hosting. Because you're broke. You're boring. What can they get from you? You don't have anything anymore. And all of that runs out, whatever it is that we get our lives into. So it runs out and we see the world as it is. So I will end there for today. So please tell me what lessons you get out of that. That's verse 14. That's how far we've gone. So we will continue another piece of it in next week. So I hope you've learned something from that. And if you have, please let me know. Drop a comment. It's nice. It's nice to see comments. It's nice to see likes. If you haven't subscribed, I have lots of different kinds of content. So this is a new series that I'm starting, but I will still post other videos on minimalism, simple living, capsule wardrobe, my life in general as a boy mom, fashion, beauty, lots of different things, just lifestyle, basically my life as I want to share it and when I want to share it and what I want to share of it. So basically everything, snippets of my life. But now I'm doing this series once a week, so I would drop one of these every week, but also you can see the other different videos as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know. I'll see you in the next one.